Okay, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over 13 of my favorite winter recommendations. I guess if you're interested, then I guess I'll just talk about it. I mean, you don't have to beg. I'm just gonna be here talking about them. Okay. Alright, so my 13 winter recommendations. I kind of have this broken up loosely into 3 different categories just so I can kind of keep the flow of things going nicely. I mean, you know how it is. Sometimes your girl gets off track and sometimes your girl's just gonna get off track. So my first category, the category we all know and love, it's food. My first winter recommendation are peppermints. I mean, I know it's kind of a random category, but I don't know what it is. It's this winter, I love peppermints. It's just, I mean, I'm just gonna recommend them. They're a little underrated. I love peppermint tea. I love peppermint meringues. I love peppermint cookies. And I mean, I love just peppermints by themselves. So I would encourage you, I mean, try a peppermint tea. I know it sounds kind of like, that doesn't really even sound good to me. Like, why are you recommending peppermint tea? But I promise you, it really just gets you in the spirit for winter, and it just, I don't know, it just warms you up. It just makes you feel nice and cozy. The one that I specifically really like is from Bigelow. I believe it's called the Perfectly Mint Tea. I would recommend Good and Gathered's brand of peppermint tea. It's really good as well. It's just a simple spearmint tea, and yeah, it's just so yummy. Just try it. You gotta try it just once. I mean, you only live for so long. Just try the freaking tea, you'll probably like it. Next, meringues. So I really like meringues from, we recently tried them from Trader Joe's. So it's basically just like egg whites whipped up with sugar, and you flavor them with peppermint extract. We actually just made them ourselves at home because we love them so much. Like, we pretty much ate them all up within a couple of days and we had to make more. So that's the tea on the meringues. It's 10 out of 10. Would always recommend. Next, I would recommend peppermint JoJo's. So they're Trader Joe's brand of Oreos. And I used to not be a huge fan of chocolate and peppermint together, but I don't know, these JoJo's just really just do it for me. I mean, I'm down with the JoJo's. Next in the food category are soups. We have never been such a soup heavy family. We never really ate soups that often. Like, when we did, it was like just like chili, which is like barely even a soup. I don't want to go into the whole chili soup debate, but I don't really think it's a soup. Some of my favorite soups that we've recently tried are carrot soup. That's like #1 top soup. It's so buttery and delicious, but it doesn't have butter in it. I don't know, it's wonderful. And it's definitely been one of our regulars in our rotation pretty often throughout winter. What am I saying? It's not even winter. You know what I mean. The cold weather. It's one of our favorites. Cold weather, just do it. So next, I am going to recommend autumn squash soup. So this one is kind of obviously the name autumn squash soup, but it's perfect in the winter as well. It again is just one of those soups that just warms you up, fills you up, and I just really love it, and we have it all the time. That recipe, by the way, is in our vlog that went up a couple weeks ago. So if you are interested in figuring out how I make it, check that out. I also made a TikTok about it. That should be up by now at this point. Next, I really like apple cider. I never really had apple cider before. Just plain apple cider, never had before. And it was really, really good. We bought like a apple cider just from Target. It basically looks just like apple juice, except it's kind of more apple-y than apple juice. I just put that in a mug, I heat it up, and then I top it with a little bit of cinnamon and whipped cream, and oh my god, it's so good. I have it for dessert a lot of nights. It's just like a really sweet apple pie juice situation. It's just so good. I definitely recommend trying that out if you are just want to get in the warm, cozy mood. That's pretty much this whole video. I just want everybody to be warm and cozy and have all the feels. Next, kind of still in the food category, but we're kind of trickling away, is seasonal tea and coffee. So I am not really a coffee drinker. I don't really like coffee that much. I mean, I'll drink it, but I don't go out of my way to make it. I don't have it every day, so that's really not my area. But hot tea, like flavored hot teas, ugh, it's just like, there's something about it, man. I don't know. Like I said, I like peppermint flavored tea, but if you're not really into like a mint situation or like just like an herbal tea situation, I would recommend Trader Joe's has a seasonal tea, and it's called the, I think, Maple Espresso black tea, and it's so good. It's not sweet at all, but it has like a really lovely maple espresso flavor. I'm basically just telling you how English works. It's pretty much what I'm doing at this point. If you like maple, I think you'll really, really like the flavor of it. It tastes so good. And yeah, it's just, again, one of those things. It feels right in the winter, you know? It just feels right. Next, in the same vein, we took way too long to get a hot water maker. We never really had like an electric kettle before, and at least I didn't have one when I was growing up, but we bought our first electric kettle last Christmas, and holy crap, it really replaces like the need for like boiling water. It makes drinking, like if you moderately like tea, but you don't like the hassle of making tea, I would highly, highly recommend getting an electric tea kettle. It's really useful. I absolutely adore it. We use it every single day. We always need it for something, like whether it's for like water that we put in our soup, or sometimes we just like boil the water for obviously tea, that's its main use, or if we're having pasta, we boil the water in that first because it's just so much quicker. And I don't know, I mean, it's just a game changer. Like that was literally like, holy crap, I need an electric kettle. I genuinely don't know what I do without it. Wow. Next, in the same little cozy section of kind of appliances, things around the house, I don't know what to call this section. It's the section that I made and we're dealing with it. It's gonna be mugs. I mean, you always have to recommend a good mug. There's never a bad time for a mug. I mean, Mother's Day, you buy mugs. Christmas, you buy mugs. Birthdays, you buy mugs. I mean, it's always mug season, and winter is no exception. So the mugs that I've been really, really loving are, there's this one cute little pink antique mug that I got. I really, really appreciate little details like that, of things that you can kind of like keep around in your house, and it's not like junk, like it's not like cluttering your house. It's like something you use every day. It's something that you really like. And sometimes you really just gotta treat yourself to the little things, you know? I don't think it was terribly expensive, so I'm not like saying like go ball out on like a $100 mug, but I really like the mug. Secondly, I got this mug for Christmas from my mother-in-law, and it was just a little mug from Anthropologie. It had my first initial on it. I really, really like it. It's just such a good size. Like I like the pink antique one that I picked up for myself, but this one that she got, it's like the perfect size. It's like not too much tea, but like not too little tea, you know what I mean? It just dilutes down the tea bag just enough for my tea. I really like that, enjoying it. And I think they have some really cute mugs that really make it feel like a special gift whenever you like give it to somebody for Christmas. So I'd also recommend that for if you're giving away gifts for the holidays. I'd recommend that mug. I mean, it's a good mug, so what can I say? Next, in the cozy home situation, is that what I called it earlier? I don't know what I said earlier. Is kind of surprising. It's not really something that I think about a whole lot, but it's something that I use all the time that I know I haven't talked about on camera. A yarn loom. So I have been knitting for a while now. I want to say like 3 or 4 years ago, I received this as a present from my sister-in-law. It basically is like an easier way to knit, and it's much faster, I think, than like regular knitting with like knitting needles. So yeah, I really like making scarves. I tried making a blanket once. You can buy different looms and make like a beanie or something. And yeah, I think it's something that's kind of underrated. I don't think a lot of people really know about like an easier way to knit. Like I know a lot of people like want to get into like a new hobby or want to like try knitting, but it's just too hard. I would really recommend trying out the yarn loom. I knit pretty much every winter now at this point. Sometimes I knit a little bit early on in the year if I'm like bored, or if I want to do something while I'm watching TV, or just things like that where like it's easy to knit and do something else. So I highly recommend that. Okay, so next recommendation is a throw. I'm very basic. I like the basic gifts. I mean, I already said mugs. I already said peppermints. I mean, your girl's as basic as it gets. But I really love just like a cozy, warm throw. And the one that I'm specifically recommending is this one that I picked up from Target. I think it was like $30. I mean, it wasn't crazy expensive for what it is, but it's just like the quality is all there. I love the way it feels. It's just like this white, furry, cozy blanket, and I absolutely love it. If you're looking for one, like I wouldn't say like, you know, you need it if you already have 50 throws, but if you're looking for a nice throw that also looks cute, I would recommend picking that one up. So next category altogether is gonna be beauty. I mean, that's what this YouTube channel was started for. It was because I love talking about makeup. I think it's really therapeutic for me. I don't know about anyone else, but for me, my winter skin is like the Sahara Desert. I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, what do you mean, Joi? It's literally like below freezing usually. But so my first recommendation would be Physician's Formula Rose Night Cream. I really, really like this cream. It's a really thick and heavy lotion that I use obviously for the face. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's kind of small. I want to say it's like 1.7 ounces. So I feel like I have to buy it all the time. But it's one of the best and it's one of the most affordable, good options that I found. A lot of times skincare can be outrageously ridiculous. Physician's Formula is pretty good. Kind of in the same vein, it's a lip mask. So the one I really, really like is from Laneige. I'm trying the strawberry kind right now. It's a huge tub, so I feel like I'm never gonna run out. I've had it for like probably since July actually. It's really good. I basically use it as chapstick in the winter though because my lips are like horribly dry. But yeah, I don't know. It's really creamy, it's really soft, and it actually feels like it stays on there for a long time. Obviously it's a lip mask, so you're supposed to wear it overnight and it keeps your lips hydrated overnight, but I think even just during the day, it's like it lasts for hours before I have to reapply. Next recommendation is Carmex. I mean, I totally read this the other day. I like going back to the basics and using the things that I know that I really like. And Carmex is one of those. Carmex is one of those things that I was using growing up as a kid. I had it all the time. And it really is one of those things that really, really helps repair my lips. Can't recommend it enough. It's a good one, especially if your lips are like horribly cracked. I would definitely recommend trying that one as opposed to the Laneige one. I feel like the Laneige one is mostly for like retaining moisture, but the Carmex is like a good repair lip situation if it's like you're so far gone, you need some help. And I mean, Carmex is there to help you. Lastly, I didn't think I was going to be talking about this one that much because I was like, okay, this is just kind of like one of those things that I like, but it's like not exceptional. And then the more I used it, I was like, you know, it really is exceptional. I would recommend this. And it's the Rare Beauty Liquid Foundation. So this surprisingly gives my skin so much hydration, but without like giving me breakouts. And it just evens out your skin. It's like moisturizing without being overdoing it. And it kind of dries down quite a bit as well. So it like isn't tacky to the touch, which a lot of moisturizing foundations can be. So yeah, it's beautiful. I would highly recommend trying it if you're looking for a new foundation or if you're just looking for something to get you through the winter. And that's all I gotta say, man. That's just all I gotta say. If you were counting, we made it to 13, so we are done here. I would love it if you would like the video, if you truly did like it. I mean, if you made it this far, I would say that you liked it. So if you like the video, then like the video. Second, comment your favorite winter favorite. That's what I want to say. Comment down below what you're loving for the winter. Like maybe it's like a show recommendation, maybe it's a product recommendation. I mean, literally whatever it is, I am here for your comments. No, but seriously though, I'm kind of bored. Lastly, if you're not subscribed, I would absolutely love it if you took the time to pause the video and subscribe before the video ends, and then who knows what you're watching next. I mean, I'm not gonna be here forever. And lastly, hit the bell if you want to be notified. I've been trying to keep a constant posting schedule of like once a week. I feel like that's not too overwhelming for me personally, but it's, you know, just repetitive enough where it's like, yeah, I would like to see that one without being like too annoying. You know what I mean? You feels. So yeah, those are all the tings. All the winter tings. All right, I'll try and see you at the same time, at the same place next week. Bye. Okay. Got We got a lipstick, we got a necklace, it's what you love, great. No, I never do that. I never do that. You don't do that, Majoi. You never do that. Did I hear a Levi? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. No? Hello? Levi? And is that how I want to end it? I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I talk forever and I don't know.